What's up, guys? I'm Vortech. Welcome back to Mechanica, and today we are going to be outfitting the church with a lot more stuff. I've been saying that in the past several videos, but I keep getting distracted. Today, I'm going to focus on the church base and try to get it fully functional because I want to start putting other safe houses around the map, and I think it's about time we get set up properly so this place can in fact be a safe house to take shelter in when the worst happens. So we got some robots coming. I'm going to turn on my defensive traps, and we need to do something really quick as they're on their way. I need to block off the backyard here, and I've just blocked myself in with this laser. Dang it. Here, let's see if our kill box from the last video still works. He just moseyed on right by. Oh, he's not aggro, though. Oh, and our Tesla coil is out of batteries. Shoot. Okay, that's better. That should fix that. I'm going to make a backyard, essentially, because what I've noticed is that the church has these fences back here, and these are perfect because I can't make the door work in this door frame, but I can block off between the church and these fences. Here we go. Yes! Oh, it's brilliant. Except the vacuums. Those still have not been fixed for me. I've not gone out of my way on those. But this is okay. In any case, my plan is simple. I'm just going to create myself a nice, safe, secure backyard that I can come hang out in while outside robots are being massacred left and right. Using defensive doorways and defensive walls, we can make this happen. I'm going to make 2 doorways in case I can put one on either side. I'm going to put them here, and then we'll probably want some armored doors to keep myself safe. Make one of those, I guess. I need to make more screws. And then go back to barricades. One more armored door right there. Okay, perfect. So, we're going to wedge this between the fence and the church wall here, like that. And I want to say that's perfect. I don't think any robots are going to be getting around that, which is great. And then we'll need one over here. But this one's going to be a little bit different because we have, we have less space to work with. Let's see. Does this snap to the fence by chance? No, it does not. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and measure this out. But I could probably put this like that, and then the door just kind of tucked up against. Oh, here we go. All right, we can measure this out a little bit better. So let's put the wall out a little bit more, like that, and we'll see if that distancing. Oh, it's perfect-ish. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, pro tip then. Always use the walls to connect to one another. So we'll put a door there and a door there. Now, we maintain a gorgeous mountain range view while also being safe and secure because while these traps are on, we're not going to be getting attacked. I can remove all the traps from the back now because they are no longer necessary for keeping me safe, and that will give me some extra supplies to work with, which is nice. We need to put some like benches or something out here so we can just chill while chaos ensues out front. The fact of the matter is, even with the defenses the way they are, I will feel better with a door, and I want to try. Yeah, the armored door is just not cutting it. Let me try it from the other side just to be sure that it wasn't the flamethrowers blocking it. No. Dang. So what I was thinking is putting a door frame like we did in the gas station, but what that does is covers the switch, and I have a lot of programs going through this one area. So I don't want to get rid of this switch. This switch is too much time. What about putting it in here? Now that would kind of defeat the purpose of my kill box, wouldn't it? I'm going to need to be comfortable with my robots, or my front door being wide open. And I'm not comfortable with that at all. We'll have to get creative. So I haven't yet gotten around to setting up the fences on the back door, and it looks like a couple of robots are trying to come through there. My solution up here was to create another entryway. Now, this is not an efficient solution to my problem, but it is a solution, and it gives me some more surface area to work with if I want to put down some like screens on an extra wall or something. I think it'll kind of give me some design ideas, which is kind of cool, but it does allow me to put a door that actually works if a bug fix comes out that fixes this problem I'm having with my my entryway, we can get rid of this very easily. But right now, since the door doesn't open in either of those door frames, I'm kind of forced to stick with this plan. Let's come out here and try to attract these just to our proper kill zone. And turn that on. And they just went right through it. Now I'm freaking doomed. Okay, run! I don't know why I thought that would work. To be fair, that was the quickest way back to the gas station, where I just walk by and everything is down, and all my supplies are dried up over here, and because I'm so focused on this other safe house, I'm not really worried about it. We do need to go back there, though, and turn everything back on at some point, but I can't do that without batteries, and I can't make batteries without supplies, so time to walk back. Oh, good, you're still here. All right, let's come back out here. This should work the same way. There we go. Ouch! Jeez. I've started getting things set up here in the church, and I'm putting up some screens for various alerts. I made a couple buddy bots just to, I guess for now, keep me company. And I've come to a very difficult decision. I'm going to need to redo this switch because I was looking at the way I had that box set up, and it's silly because if I need to get in there, if I just like turn around and there's a robot already in there, I can't turn the switch on. So there's too many design flaws, not just on my part, of course. So the door frames were not made to code, but it's not my fault. Let's just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off, and I'm just going to spend some extra time today reorganizing all that stuff. But what we'll do is we're going to put the door frame there, and we might actually put the switch back here where it can't get in the way of anything. That's probably a smart thing to do. So I can make this big screen here just the thing that alerts me to my defenses being on, perhaps, just for fun. Doesn't obviously we'll know because all the lasers will be on, but I don't know. Maybe there. And I think what we'll do here is similar to what we did in the gas station. And I don't know if I ever did that on camera or not. I've definitely shown you the gas station, how I have it set up. But if we go to sensors and inputs, we can make a regular button. We'll need 2 of them. And the way it works is you put one on either side. So we put one here, and we put one, I guess, here. It doesn't really matter. And then we take our armored door, and we're going to put it, while we're standing in here, we're going to put it in the frame. And when we open it, it will open out into the room, which is what we want every single time. So instead of opening it by hand, we're going to hook the button up to it here, and that button there. And we can actually program this in the door, since that's the common denominator here. And essentially, on button push, the door will open. So both buttons will have the same setup. So on button push, like that. So both buttons, we will go into the door, and we will open the door. In either case, right? Actually, yeah, right here. So open the door when either button is pushed, and then we're going to set up a variable if the door is open to open inwards. I think inwards is towards the church, but let's find out. Yep. Perfect. Now, the other thing we need to program into this door is a timer to have it close after a certain amount of time. So we'll right click and hit wait. Grab a wait timer there, and we'll give ourselves 3 seconds to enter, just like the gas station. So 3 seconds, and then close door, like that. All right, cool. So if I hit the button again, the door will open another round, which is what we don't want. But 3 seconds should have gone by. It should have closed. Did I just glitch the door? Come on, door, no! Oh, there we go. Okay, there. Okay, so if I hit the button, it opens inwards. I come out here, it should close. There we go. I hit the button, it opens inwards. I come out. Perfect. 1 automatic door. Excellent. Just like the gas station. So now I got to reprogram my traps. Now, programming everything in one place was fine when we just had a few things, but now that we have so many traps hooked up in one tiny, tiny little area, and we have so many things named exactly the same thing, like laser tripwire and laser tripwire 1. I'm going to try and spread out my programming a bit to make things a little more simple. And if we have to move anything in the future, it'll be less work. So the switch in here is going to do the laser tripwires, and I'm also going to have it do the Tesla coil, like that. And that'll be nice and easy. So basically, when the switch is on, the Tesla coil comes on and it turns off. So just like that. I may eventually set a timer to turn it off automatically, just in case that we start to waste a lot of batteries that way. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do, so that way we can keep this stuff on, and everything will work but the Tesla coil. I think that's a really good idea. So we're going to have the Tesla coil on for 20 seconds. That should give us enough time to have it smoke some robots, and then when it's done, turn off. So we can keep all the traps on, but save the batteries in what's really important, which is the coil. Because it takes 4 batteries and it eats them very quickly. In fact, let's do 25 seconds. I mean, we just need to make sure we can turn this on when we see robots coming. Now I think about it, we'll do 40. It's okay. It'll turn off. So that should be everything for this switch, honestly. There's no other purpose for having so many things hooked up to it. Next will be this laser tripwire hooked to the knife throwers. And see, that kind of keeps it straight for us. So on laser tripped, knife throwers are going to throw knives, essentially. That's about all I can say about that. Now, I'm going to use the repeat function again. I never discovered if it worked. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments if I'm using this right. But if we put on repeat, my hope is that as knives are being thrown, it does 10 knives, 10 repetitions, like that. So, there we go. But when the other laser is tripped out here, it's going to hook to the sword. So, go ahead. It's going to hook to the flamethrowers. And I think that's... Oh, and probably the vacuums, too, like we had it before. So, right there. All right, pretty simple program. So, on laser tripped, the flamethrowers will turn on immediately. They'll stay on for 8 seconds and turn off by themselves. The laser sword will be activated, and the vacuums will stay on for 20 seconds, sucking up all the garbage from our robot friends. Well, it'll try anyway. It won't do a very good job. But good, this area is all reset, and we now have a door that is, going to keep us safe, actually safe for once. So let's turn the timer back on, and I will close the door myself. And everything is good. I can begin putting furniture in here like I want to. All right, I hear them. My traps are on once again. Are they on my back door? Ah, shoot, they are. Okay. That's the only flaw in this plan, is I have to lure them out front. Hello. And then I got to come back in here, open my door, which stays open for a little too long, then turn on my traps. And he's too close to the door for my traps to have any effect. We've got to figure this out. It's okay. I'm not going to spend all night on traps. I've been working on traps a lot. I don't feel like it anymore. Okay, this is the very first time I'm setting this up. But this is an automated lighting system. Whenever it turns nighttime, all the lights I installed out here and then back here, these 2 lamps, will all turn on. And automatically, they will all be set to 40% brightness, and the white light will turn on as well. We don't have to set a color because it defaults to white, but I'm going to also have them turn red under other circumstances. We'll get to that in a moment. But on button push, which is this button right here, whoops, I got to drink something. It will run the event. And then, in theory, we shouldn't need to push the button again unless we need to reset it. And I'll show you how that works. So, essentially, we push the button to trigger the whole thing, right? Once we trigger it, though, every time we want these lights to turn back on when it turns nighttime, we'll have to trigger it again, unless we hook it up to a timer. So what I'm going to do is, every 10 seconds... Uh-oh. I hear you. Oh, how did you get in the back? I must have left the gate open. Shoot. Wait. I didn't leave the gate open. Okay, we have a major security flaw here. I have no idea how this robot found its way through that door. That's interesting. We really need to get more defenses set up out there. I swear, I programmed that whole thing and not a single robot came in. Anyway, if we look at the timer, essentially the way it's going to work is after all the lights change color, which is, it doesn't have to be on this one, but since it's all the way out here at the end, I'm going to put it on this one. A 10-second timer will occur. Okay? So all these lights, I probably only need to hook it up to one, but I don't know. I'm just hooking up to all of them. We're basically just going to loop it back, though. So as soon as these lights turn on, every 10 seconds, a timer will check again to see if it is in fact nighttime. When I first played, I don't know if this variable is night existed, but this makes it a lot easier now. So I know that at 6 p.m., all my lights will turn on a nice 40% brightness light. So if I hit the button, that should be it. We should have just triggered the whole thing. Oh. Aha, I left my defenses on. You notice the Tesla coil did not activate. There is a battery in it, but thanks to my my thinking there with turning the Tesla coil off after a certain amount of time, we're safe. It didn't do anything. It looks like the vacuum didn't turn on too. I got to figure that out. But I'm really curious once it turns night now to see if these lights do in fact come on. What I will do though from there is I need to hook every single one up to this switch here, because when I do have my defenses on, I want the lights to be red as a reminder. Like if I walk out my front door, I'm going to get blasted. I actually made a different decision because there's a lot of lights. There we go. When the red light is on, I know that my defenses are on. And it's just one red light. I don't need them all to turn red. So I will turn this off so I can enter and exit with ease. How this is going to work with the digital clock, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a conflict and I'll have to reset it a lot. But it should work. I hope it works the way I think it does, or I think it's going to. But yeah, so with that, I'd say our church is decked out better than ever. We have a nice, what I thought was a secure back patio. I might need to secure it a bit better. I bet you that robot just jumped this fence, like easy peasy. So I might need to figure that out. There are some more out there too, so we may get that problem again. But don't worry, I'll think of something. In the next video, my guess is what we're going to end up doing is setting up not just the base, but all of the different nodes around it for mining, all the mining nodes. We're going to get those set to a point where we can like have screens tell us when one of them is down. That's why I built all those screens. But we are out of time for today's video, so please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like. I'll see you in the next Mechanica video. Catch you later.